All right, you guys, we are here with the one, the only Ventress. Ventress, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm chilling.
Cool.
We're going to ask you some questions about Star Wars.
All right.
We'll start out with some easy ones. Favorite Star Wars movie?
Revenge of the Sith. I'm a prequels kid. I can't help it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I would go for the prequels. My favorite's going to be Phantom.
All right.
But I would agree.
That's unpopular. I haven't heard people. I like that though. I love hearing that. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the old ones, I'd go Empire Strikes Back. But for the, I don't know, when I was a kid, I got to see The Phantom Menace in theaters.
Me too. It was like one of my first movies I ever saw in theaters.
Yeah,
so,
it's
yeah.
crazy, right?
Yeah, it was perfect.
It's a great movie, guys. Okay, show some love for The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Favorite lightsaber fight of all time? Is that going to be me in The Phantom Menace?
I mean, that is one of the faves, obviously.
Maybe even the.
Well, Battle of the Heroes, though. Like, you can't not say that's great. So.
Yes, everyone always goes with that one.
Well, it's just so emotional that, like, how could it not be a favorite?
Do you think part of the reason why is because we got to see multiple movies with Hayden and Obi-Wan traveling together, so there was more stakes?
Yeah, and I think also, like, to round it out, the Kenobi show, the end there, it was like we got to see kind of the end of that. Like, all of the drama and all of the emotional stuff we got to see. So that's like, all three of those are like my favorite. I can't pick one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite Star Wars character?
Ventress, obviously.
Other than Ventress?
I mean, R2, if we're talking about droids, but also Kenobi's. He's my main man.
Kenobi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
No?
No. But
Just
that's
like
okay.
cut you in half, you know. It's okay.
Yeah.
You got cool legs after.
I do have, I can run for days, which is pretty nice. Yeah.
Just went a little crazy. That's fine, though.
Became a spider.
Yeah, but it was cool.
Let me see. If you could make your own Star Wars content, like let's say you're in charge,
Okay.
and they're like, you're going to make the next movie, what are you going to make it?
If it's something that hasn't been done on film, I would say the Dark Disciple book.
Which one?
Dark Disciple. So that's like Ventress and Quinlan's kind of story together.
Quinlan Voss?
Yeah. But if it was my own and I had to come up with something, maybe something to do with the path or obviously following Ventress and seeing what she does. Yeah.
That would be dope. I would love to see a live-action Ventress.
I mean, if they need one, I'm here anytime.
She does look. She's right out of the show. Like honestly, it's really.
I try.
How long did it take you to get ready?
Today, it was a couple hours, but yesterday, because I did full bald cap, it was a lot longer, like 6 hours. So it was a long time.
Now, did you use a plastic bald cap or did you use
Yeah.
Okay.
Plastic. I've tried everything from cheap latex ones to expensive ones, and the plastic ones are the best.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because you can melt it with acetone. So
I've done that too.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great. It works really well.
Nice. And what about the actual makeup?
I'm going to shout out Sunset Makeup because they are absolutely fantastic. It's basically foundation that's colored. So it's not really hard on your skin, and you can basically put it on like makeup. Yeah.
Looks really good.
Thank you.
Have you been watching any of the new shows?
Yeah, I haven't watched all of the Acolytes, so I can't really say much about it. I mean, that's really the only one I haven't watched. But I did see a few lightsaber battles that I was like, yes, this is amazing. So, yeah.
What about Ahsoka? Did you watch any of that?
Of course I did. Yeah.
You like that?
Loved it. It was so nice to see Hayden get his kind of like come back again in that. So.
He deserves some respect.
Agreed. Prequels kids, we love Hayden.
I don't think I've ever seen movies shit on so hard than the prequels when they first came out. Like, the amount of hate, right?
I agree. I mean, you kind of see it a little bit with the new generation too, with the Rise of Skywalker crowd. But I try to just not be the people that were hating on the prequels when I love the prequels. So I'm really glad there's different generations of Star Wars for all different generations of people.
That's fair. What about is it okay to have constructive criticism though? Or should everyone just rah-rah?
Totally. I think that like constructive criticism and just criticism are very different. And like hating a person or hating on a person for liking or not liking something isn't okay.
Oh, I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah.
It's a douchey move.
100%. But there's a lot of that in our fandom. There's a lot of toxic people for sure, but everyone likes different things and that's okay. And you don't have to like everything. And I like that too.
Do you think that there's toxicity on all levels and not just on the fandom, but maybe also within the actual like Lucasfilm, ILM, or any of that?
I mean, I'm not part of that, so I can't really say. And I don't think it would be fair for me to comment on that, but I think that no matter where we go, there's always going to be toxic people. So just staying positive and being really accepting of other people safely is a great thing to be.
It's really weird hearing Ventress talk about that.
Yeah, I know. It's not really in character. So, but I mean, she's cool and she goes kind of light side a little bit. Yeah, Dark Disciple. If you haven't read it, kind of just ruined the ending, so spoiler alert. But no, but and we saw her in Bad Batch, and she kind of she's helping. So, like, she's kind of, I like to think she's like Grey Jedi-esque in that, but not quite.
I love the character.
Yeah.
I think she's a badass.
Yeah.
And, like, of all the things that came out of the Clone Wars, the cartoon show, I would say that's one of the better characters.
Well, and so that book, Dark Disciple, is the canceled episodes of Clone Wars.
Really?
So that was supposed to happen, yeah. So that was what it was supposed to be, and it didn't get made because it got canceled. So you kind of get a book version of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What about your eyes? Are those contacts?
Yeah, but they're not like, they're like a shade lighter than my eyes. They're not that much different. So.
I honestly couldn't tell.
That's good. Then I mean, I'm doing a good job, I guess.
I would say you're doing a great job. What about the head of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy? Do you think she's doing a good job? Would you keep her? Would you get rid of her? What would you do?
I don't think that I am the person to ask for that. And I don't have enough information on that, and I don't want to create an opinion on someone that I don't know enough about.
Fair enough.
And I know that there's like a big rift in the fandom community about her, and so I am neutral on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the sequels? Like them, hate them, love them?
They aren't my favorite, but I don't hate them. It's not something that I put on to watch all the time, but like I said, it's somebody else's Star Wars. It's a different generation Star Wars, so I'm really happy that they have that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
How long did this take you?
Not that long, like 3 hours, I'd say, but I have done the full body, and that took like 7 hours.
That's a lot. Do you cosplay anyone else? Or is Maul like your dude?
Usually I stick with Maul.
Yeah. It's very good.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, you get it down to a science after a while. Like,
Can relate. Yeah.
is this usually the character you do?
Yeah, so I'm working on like basically all of her outfits. So I have 2 down and lots more to come. So
What are the other outfits?
I have the Clone Wars one, and then like the original one. That one's done already. I wore it yesterday, and then I have her Bad Batch one I'm making right now. So, and
Do you have like a channel you do this on, or?
yeah, well, sort of. It's
wanna
not
shout
really a
your
channel.
stuff out?
I'd love to. It's Dropitlikeitshoth. .tj on Instagram, so I'm on there. I don't have a ton of followers, but I'm kind of just doing my thing, and I started out lightsaber spinning, and now I'm doing cosplay. So
You started doing lightsaber spinning.
yeah, that's how I started my whole like social media journey, and then just got obsessed with cosplay, and I was like, I could do this. This is great, and I loved it. So
Awesome. And what was the channel again?
drop it like it's Hoth. .tj.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's hot, but Hoth.
Right.
Yeah, like the planet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Ventress, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Best Ventress I've ever seen.
I appreciate that. Thank
yeah,
you.
truly. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Cheers.